Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you for this opportunity. And for me, really quickly, pyrethrum is also something that together with Your Excellency, we have been very passionate about. And the reason for that, without going into numbers, because I'm sure you've seen them, and I like to pride myself or pride Nakuru as the home of pyrethrum, you can imagine that a few years ago, my numbers, by the way, were saying 80% globally. They used to get that from Kenya, but I've seen from, I'm sure your numbers are better, it's 90%. And now we are only at 2%. So you can see the level of opportunity that's in there. But also I'm glad to see that in the last couple of years, we've woken up to the reality that we really can do well. From being out there with the farmers, I know initially we sort of as a country perhaps mismanaged a bit the bit about payment to farmers, and that is what made many of the farmers stop doing pyrethrum. And some of them challenged me and they told me, you know, if we plant potatoes and we don't get a market to sell them, I can feed the potatoes to my children. But on the other hand, if I plant pyrethrum and nobody buys the pyrethrum, kinda can't eat it, yeah? So that was sort of the logic, and they moved away from that. But from where we are, Your Excellency, we actually have a very good block of counties. Beginning with myself, we have West Pokot, we have Elgeyo Marakwet, Laikipia, Meru, Nyandarua, Kericho, Bomet, Trans Nzoia, and Uasin Gishu. Oh, Nyamira, I'm sorry, plus Nyamira. So together, we are forming a really good block there, and I want to say it here, and I believe Brian and Dave are in here from Kentegra, who have been very helpful in bringing farmers on board to continue or to agree actually to plant pyrethrum, and we've been out there together on the ground. And from those farmers who have been able to do it, really, Your Excellency, you can see the difference. We went out there, we would measure it, they get some receipts and they pay them within a week or two, and the farmers were telling me you can even use now the bursary money you used to give us to do roads, because with those receipts, the principals in the schools accept their kids, and when they are paid, they pay. So it's a big deal, and it's coming along. We are pushing it. From the CS Moses Kuria here, we've had a lot of discussions, and from our pyrethrum producing counties, all we ask is you join with us as we are doing with the KAIPs, get us some money so that we can get some money for farmers. Myself plus the other governors, what we have done on our part is add money in our budgets for the seedlings, because a big part of the challenges has been that our farmers don't have the seedlings or the good seedlings. I use Kentegra a lot, for example, because I've worked quite a bit with them and I've seen the kind of extension services they are giving to the farmers, which is really critical because they need to sort of understand the best practices. So inadequate funding has also been a big deal, post-harvest losses, pricing has been poor, but now with quite a bit of players in this market, we are doing well. We are doing quite well, diseases and pests, and the poor infrastructure, which we are working on. But to combat that, we are, like I said, putting in our budgets money to help the farmers, which together, hopefully, the national government will help us a bit, and together we can get this moving. And we have quite a few players as well from the, like I said, the pyrethrum processing company of Kenya, Kentegra, Africam, botanicals, all green and all that. In addition to the seedlings, we are also providing, in partnership with the stakeholders, some of these are partners here, we are providing modern dryers for this pyrethrum for the farmers, which is also going a long way in their being able to get good pricing for their pyrethrum with, I'm finalizing now, I can see you're moving. So we are working very hard on this value chain, and in addition to that, as a county, we are bringing or mobilizing the farmers together so we can form cooperatives for better bargaining power, and as well as pyrethrum growers associations and that sort of stuff. So that is where we are. I wouldn't take much longer than that, but I'm glad our numbers are going up, and I promise you, Your Excellency, that we are going to really run with this and get us back to where we used to be. Thank you.
Governor Wanga.